you're only going to be good enough for the lie and the fairy tale you give somebody. Let me tell you that. You only good enough for that. People do not like to take accountability. Okay, they are not big on accountability. A lot of people not raised like that, and to be completely honest, I think it's because they have not experienced being a person on the other side of being held accountable for something that they probably was never should have been held accountable for, or being held accountable at such a young age. So let me explain it so it makes sense, right? A lot of times people want you to have the answer, right? They want you to have the answer, but the answer that they want you to have has to align with how they feel. Right? So instead of taking accountability for, okay, you know what, I fucked up, realizing it's okay to fuck up, right? It's okay that you fucked up. This is, you know, you could always, you know, in certain circumstances you could always fix the fuck up, and others you can't. Sometimes that shit is just a dub, right? And holding on so tight to situations that is literally nothing you can do to change it. All you can do is move forward, right? But people don't know how to disconnect the two. So when you come to talk to somebody about a situation, you looking for empathy, like, yeah, I understand, I get it, and oh my God. When in reality, you're going to come across people that's going to just say, yeah, that shit was wrong. Why would you have did that? Why, you know, why did you do that? Like holding you accountable for your actions. Now they're not a good friend or a good person or whatever the case may be, because now you feel judged or you feel some type of way. You shouldn't even feel no type of way, because that's the problem. Too much in your life, and it's really start from a young age where people baby situations so much, and they always, oh, I get, you know, it's all right. No, it's not. It's wrong. It's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick and choose your wrong. Does that make sense? And I think when it comes to friendship, and why a lot of women can't keep friends, and they feel like, oh, it's other people. No, you don't want to take accountability, and you don't want nobody else to hold you accountable. So you don't want nobody to say, you know, that shit was wrong, right? You know you shouldn't have did that. That wasn't right. But instead you flip it over to, you know, I see how people are. No. Do you see how people run their life and how things, everybody's life ain't perfect. My life ain't perfect. I'll be all over the place sometime, but equally you can see how it's systems. I don't know how, like, you know, everything in the system, but I'm a system person. So certain things go a certain way. And it's because I've been held accountable so much in my younger years for shit that I didn't even do, but I took that shit on the chin. Does that help in my older age? Absolutely not, because a lot of times that's why I have an avoidant personality with a lot of shit. But it's not done purposely. It's just because, you know what? Instead of me trying to fight my way through certain battles, I just decide to leave it the fuck alone. It's just that simple, because it's not worth that fight. I hope that makes sense to somebody. I hope some of that jumble, it was just on my mind today.